Well, hello, it's me, Brian. It's me, myself, and my swollen eyeball. I'm glad everybody is here today. If you didn't join me for the last show, by the way, this next show coming up is Debate Masters. I'm going to turn it over to the producer and host of the show in just a second, but I just wanted to say hello. I want to remind you to please like, follow, and subscribe everywhere we put out the show so you get notifications when we go live. Also, go to satcomedyspot.com/live. Check out our full live schedule. As I was saying, I had this big-ass pimple at the beginning of the week, so I used face wash, and now I have a sty in my eye that's making my eye swole. So, it's all good. Somebody from the last show just said that I should get the Phantom of the Opera mask and just wear that. I think that's going to be a good choice. I think I'm going to go that route. Let me read some of your comments. We love it when you make comments on the show. We really like all of our shows to be interactive and feature you. Dr. Sarah says, Brian, put a warm compress over your eye for 10 minutes every few hours. Dr. Sarah, I've been on top of it. I have been doing that. Hopefully, this is bad. It looks like it looks like Grant punched me in the eyeball. That's what it looks like. Donna says, Brian, you're the coolest person ever. I don't think so, but thank you. What's poppin', Brian? That's from Jay, BR, Walkie, who we still don't know who that is either. Donna says, Brian, your eye is swole. Yeah, like not in a good way. Like I wish my eye was muscular, but it's not. It's just swollen. So I don't know. What would you do with a muscular eye anyway? Let's move on, everybody. Let's move on. We have a great show. It's Debate Masters. It's produced and hosted by Dayna Bryant. Here she is right now.
Hello, and welcome to Debate Masters. So how this show works is we're going to get topics from the audience about a debate that you would like settled today. They're going to be unimportant topics, so you could talk about them with your coworkers, not get fired. So things like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Is cereal soup? You know, what's better, your cat or your dog? You know, things like that. So in a moment, we'll have people put comments what they want us to debate, and we'll take a couple and then have our debaters each pick a side of the topic, and then they'll each get to have a minute to debate their side and then a 30-second rebuttal. Before we get to our brand new debaters today, I would like to plug some cool stuff that's going to happen here in the next several shows of Debate Masters. We've decided, since there are no real sports, we're going to make this a sport. Yeah. So we're going to do an ultimate Debate Masters bracket. I have made my own bracket. See, all of your favorite Debate Master contestants from the past 4 shows, including this show, are going to come back and they're going to debate each other. They don't even know that I've picked the teams yet, so this is everybody gets to find out together. We'll make the brackets available so you can actually get a bracket, figure out who you think the ultimate winner is going to be, and then show up and vote for them. So that's not a little bit rigged at all, but bring your friends. And then after each round, we'll whittle people down. There will be no ties. It's all wins and losses. Someone's going home and someone's coming back. And then we're going to get it down to one ultimate debate master, and they'll get some kind of plaque or trophy, and it'll be great.
Hey, Dayna, but before you introduce your guest, do you mind if I just need to share this with you? Everybody loves it as soon as you come onto the show. It's like everybody starts saying, hi, Dayna. They're like, hi, yay, Dayna, hi, Dayna. If it just happened one time, it would be like, oh, that'd be weird. It happens every time. They love it when you come on the show. So I just wanted to share that with you.
Well, I love being here with everyone, so that's so sweet. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we're going to introduce our very cool contestants. Our first contestant is Grant, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Grant. I do have a history of debate. I did debate in high school. I got in 3rd place 2 years running, so not to brag or anything. I didn't really want to get in 1st place. It's kind of overplayed and a little cliche. So I got in 3rd. And I also want to say that these glasses are definitely medical and not a prop to make me look intellectual.
Great. And second contestant is Keisha. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yes, hi, I'm Keisha. Unfortunately, I did not place first in debate. I didn't ever do debate, but I did pass the California bar. So that helps.
I hear that's hard.
Oh, no.
Okay, so right now we're going to ask the audience if you want to put inside the chat some of the topics that you would like our debaters to debate. They can be something that's either pick between two things, or it could be something, is this a good thing or a bad thing? We really want to know what you want to hear debated.
Yeah, and I'll just read a couple of comments while we're waiting for people to do that. Jess says Grant is also an eye puncher. So just to remind people about that.
I'd like to reiterate, I did high school debate. Did not get in a whole ton of fights.
Except for the one time you popped me in the face.
I broke quarantine just to hit Brian.
Just remember, lying about someone to make them look bad is also illegal.
Yeah, Grant did not punch me in the face. He would never do that. He is a younger, better-looking version of me. So I appreciate you, Grant. You're a good guy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here's some of the suggested comment or debate things tonight. Beans or peas? Beans or peas? Do you bite your ice cream or lick it? Chunky or creamy peanut butter? Summer sun or winter snow? Raisins versus grapes. Raisins versus grapes. Spoons versus forks. Cargo shorts versus jean shorts. I got a story about that. As soon as I started dating Mignon, she actually threw out my jean shorts without telling me because she didn't want me to wear them anymore. Let's see.
No.
What's that?
I said, oh no, that's so sad.
No, it's okay. I support it now. Sand versus tan bark. Sand versus tan bark. Got it. Red or white wine. Fluffy or furry. Jorts. For or against. In-N-Out versus Five Guys. Pool versus beach. Shaved or bald. So nicely done, everybody. That's the most amount of comments we've ever had.
I'm going to say that everyone's really hungry right now because most of those were food.
Yeah. Can I share one more just because I'm pretty sure this is a dig on me. It says, sty or no? You win.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Try to avoid them as much as possible. All right, Dayna, it's all you. Do your thing.
Okay, I think for our first round, I'm going to pick peanut butter, chunky versus creamy, because that is very important to know. And since Grant is on the top of my screen, I'm just going to pick him first for arbitrary reasons. So Grant, you're going to pick, do you want to argue for chunky or for creamy peanut butter?
I would like to argue for chunky.
Okay, so that means Keisha, you will argue for creamy. So again, how this works, Grant, is you'll get 1 minute to argue your side, and then Keisha will get a minute, and then you'll both get 30 seconds rebuttal. So Grant, your minute starts now.
First of all, I'd love to thank the lovely people in the audience. I too love Dayna. In fact, in November, I will be writing in her Dayna for President 2020. But now to matters of great import. Chunky peanut butter is by far the best peanut butter. Look, we live in a farm-to-fork society. We want to know where our food is coming from. Creamy peanut butter is just, corn syrup, hydrogenated corn oil. You don't even know where it's from. But with chunky peanut butter, you see the peanuts. You know where your food is coming from. And it's coming from humble farmers, heroes of the new economy. Thank you.
That was 45 seconds, even with the pandering. Okay.
A lot of farmers are listening right now, so.
Your minute begins now.
Well, I appreciate my opponent's obvious pandering and impassioned rhetoric. I mean, I think it's clear when you say the names. Creamy versus chunky. Now, what is chunky peanut butter? It's undone. It's unfinished. It's lazy. It's someone mashing up some peanuts and saying, here you go. What's creamy? It is done for you. It is prepared so you can smooth it on to that peanut butter. It is someone taking time and effort to say, hey, you deserve a snack. Creamy is clearly the superior choice to chunky.
Great. Sure. Our most straight to the point debaters. Okay, Grant, your 30-second rebuttal starts now.
I'd like to remind my opponent, this is America. She's criticizing lazy, underdone. We're all living in quarantine. We need to forgive ourselves for being a little lazy, you know? Yeah, it's a half-finished product. You know, yeah, it has obvious peanuts showing through the butter. But maybe isn't that what America is all about? Thank you.
Okay. And Keisha, your 30 seconds starts now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I just heard my opponent diss this great country of ours. This country built on hard workers, on people who were innovative and creative, iconoclasts. It wasn't built on laziness. And yes, while there's a moment here and there where we can have that laziness, we don't want more laziness on top of it. We want hard-earned peanut butter, hard-earned creaminess.
Okay, that's time. Okay, great. So now before we ask our audience to vote, I would just once again like to remind them that you're voting based on the arguments and not how well you are peanut buttered up by the debaters. And I'd also like to point out I am old enough to be president, so if you want to write my name in November, I'll take it. Okay, so if you want to vote Grant for chunky or Keisha for creamy, please put it in the comments now.
All right, while you're putting in your votes, I'll go ahead and read some comments. Let's see here. There's a lot of comments. Sarah says, my girl Keisha is smooth as creamy peanut butter. Donna says, I changed my mind. I will now only eat creamy.
Oh.
Let's see. I vote for the American Harry Potter. I think that's Grant. Felicia says, wow, I've always been a chunky fan, but Keisha sold me on creamy. Let's see. Love me some lazy peanut butter. Yeah, America is chunky. Nick George says, you clutched your pearls. Let's see. Donna says, Grant's rebuttal, America. All right, here's your votes. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Okay. Let's see. Keisha gets my vote. Let's see. Here they are. They're coming. They got Keisha. Crunchy. Keisha won me over. Creamy. Dayna 2020. Creamy. Keisha. Let's see.
Okay.
Keisha. Oh,
Yeah,
chunky.
okay.
Chunky. I hate creamy, but Keisha wins.
Okay.
Creamy.
All right. Yeah, that's quite enough, Brian.
Chunky. Dayna 2020. Oh wait, chunk. And then Jason said again, I like seriously, I love chunky, but Keisha changed my mind.
Yeah, a lot of that has happened.
Keisha, I got to go with creamy. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm not in charge of tallying the votes, but I think I know who won.
Yeah, I kind of ran out of fingers on one hand.
Yeah. Really alarming how many people love chunky and were like, I actually have changed my whole opinion on peanut butter. I guess someone that has passed the bar may be better at arguing than a high school debater.
Donna says, sorry, Grant, don't punch my eye.
Okay, so for our second topic, we're going to go with jorts. Good or bad? For those of you that are not familiar, jorts stands for jean shorts. So I'm assuming that's right. I don't wear them. So Keisha, this is your turn to pick. Would you like to argue the side of yay or nay on the jean shorts?
I would like to argue nay.
Okay.
When does time start?
Okay, and your time starts now.
Jorts. We've all seen them, and we've all wished that we hadn't. When someone comes out with jorts, it's not only shocking to the eye, it brings up childhood trauma we didn't know we had. Now, as my good friend and mentor, the late Johnny Cochran, used to say, if it isn't pleasing to the eye, then punch that shorts wearer and give him a sty.
I was not aware of it, but I'll have to look that up. We do fact check this in case you were wondering. Sure, I mean, we say we do, right? We can't fact check that. Okay, Grant. So you are now going to argue for yay jean shorts, and your minute starts now.
Look, America is working from home right now. We don't need pants. All we see is above the waist on Zoom. We need shorts. This is the lost summer. No one's been outside of their house in weeks. So now that it's hot, what do we need? We need to show those thighs to the sun. You're not going to be able to do that with jeans. You need to cut them very low. America needs to cut them low. We all need to wear Daisy Dukes in the coming days and expose our thighs to the beautiful sun. Thank you.
Great.
Also, what is sty? I truly don't know what that means.
Oh, it's like a deposit underneath, like in your eye, like your eyelid. It's like a pimple of your eye. That's the easiest way to say it. Yeah.
There's a whole word for that?
Yeah, sty. Yeah. So like if you lift up my eyelid, wait a minute. I'm not even in a view where you can see me. There we go. If you lift up my eye, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to make everybody gross. But if you can lift it up and you can see like a white sore underneath.
Is it like full of liquid?
No. I don't know. The thing is I'm very sensitive. My skin is very sensitive, you guys. And when I put certain things on my skin, I have an immediate reaction to it.
Should we debate sty, yay or nay?
No.
Okay.
No, we do not want to encourage showing eye pimples.
Okay, sorry. I'll read comments after the rebuttals.
Okay, so Keisha, your 30-second rebuttal begins now.
I actually hear where my opponent is coming from. It is hot. We do need to show those thighs, but you know what's better than jorts? Nudity. Public exposure and registering as an offender is better for the world than wearing jorts. And that is just a simple truth. Pay that fine, spend your time in jail, but don't you ever cut those jean pants into jorts.
That is time. Okay, Grant, your rebuttal starts now.
My opponent is recommending nudity. I don't know if she has ever been to a nude beach or a male locker room, but it is never, ever who you want. It is always old men who make very direct eye contact with you and take too long to dry. America doesn't need more nudity. We need to, in the words of Tobias Funke of Arrested Development, we need to be never nudes. Wear jean shorts. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Why, Brian, read some comments. Should we have people vote? Do they vote for Keisha with ew, gross, no jorts, or Grant, hell yeah, bring them on jorts?
All right, yeah. So Grant or Keisha, jorts or no jorts. I'll read comments while everyone's putting in theirs. There's tons of comments. It's overwhelming tonight. So ACL says, if any guy can pull off jorts, it's Grant Potter. Let's see. Justice for the thighs. I've never needed pants, just forced to wear them. Let's see. Keep going. Tessa says hashtag lost summer. Nicholas George says hashtag what is a sty? What is sty? Jay said came for the comedy, stayed for the sty. Would you guys stop it? Just said show us the sty. No. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down further or get away from the sty stuff. Grant sounded like he speaks from experience.
Do you own a pair of jorts?
I actually don't. Basketball shorts are my go-to.
Oh, Nicholas George, who was a previous panelist on this show, said Keisha has advocated for physical assault and public indecency in one argument. Whoa.
I said Johnny Cochran was my mentor.
Let's see. Okay, here.
Don't fit.
I'm going to go ahead and get the votes now. Are you ready to go, Dayna?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Jabberwocky says Grant. Grant, you win me over. Keep that junk covered. Keep your jorts on, people. Evan says Grant. Jorts for the win. Let's see. No jorts. Let's see. Grant wins this one. Please, no public nudity. Tessa says jorts. I have to go with jorts. Grant wins, says his mother.
Oh, no.
Jorts over nudity. Jorts totally took that one. Grant wins. Sty for president 2020. Stop it. I own a pair of tightly fitted jorts. It's hot. Keisha won for Johnny Cochran pros. American Harry Potter for the win. Nudity over jorts. Cochran can't lose. Sty. Okay, we got it. Who won that round?
I think Grant.
I lost the people with the nudity suggestion.
I think so.
Okay, so for our next topic, I actually had some topics pitched earlier over the Facebook comment on the post on the thing. I sound like that old person that doesn't know what social media is.
On the Facebook.
On the tweeters. So at least Chad pitched a whole bunch of really cool topics, and so I decided to go with selfies. Are they good or are they bad?
Oh.
This is a topic that a lot of people take very seriously. So Grant gets to pick this time. Do you want to debate for or against selfies?
I'd like to debate for selfies.
Okay. You will be against selfies. Okay, Grant, your minute starts now.
So we've all looked at ourselves under the harsh glow of a fluorescent light in the work bathroom and not liked what we've seen. Maybe we had bags under our eyes. Maybe our skin looked sallow. Maybe we had a sty. But then you turn on the iPhone portrait mode, and my God, you are the most beautiful creature to have ever graced this earth. So in order to boost the morale of everyone around the world, we all need to take more selfies and learn to love ourselves. Thank you.
Okay, Keisha, your minute starts now.
Smog, Satan, selfies. Yet another evil in this world that we must deal with. You know what's another word for selfies? Alonies. When someone takes a selfie, they are refusing to engage with this community. They are refusing to be a part of life, instead focusing on themselves. We need to start taking togetheries
Wow.
or group photos.
This is great. We're going to get lots of topics in with these very succinct, to the point debates. I don't have to cut anyone off. Okay, Grant, your rebuttal starts now.
As a member of the community of people with long arms, I say to my opponent that a selfie can be done alone or with others. I'm typically the one in a family portrait to extend my arm and barely be able to click the button. A selfie need not be taken alone. In fact, it should be taken with the ones that we love most. Thank you.
Okay, and to your rebuttal, go.
I find it interesting that my opponent was first advocating for that person feeling themselves and getting the right lighting and makeup and all of that. Clearly, this person was alone, but then has flipped-flopped to saying selfies mean more people. That is not a selfie. That is a group photo, and it is in the dictionary, sir. That's all.
Groupies. Yes, that's what groupies means.
Yes.
Hey.
I have many groupies.
Ooh, getting a little feisty. Okay, so we would like to take it back to our audience to vote who won our selfies yay or nay debate. Was it Grant pro selfie or Keisha against selfies?
All right, I'll read comments while everyone's voting. Grant for selfies, Keisha for no selfies.
And just a reminder that you're voting for their arguments and not your own personal preferences.
Yes, and I'll add that my opponent didn't say thank you at the end of her speech, so I don't know if she's not thanking the audience or... That's not for me to say.
The voting should also not be based on personal attacks by or against a debater.
Yeah, you four-eyed nerd.
These are real.
Mine too.
Louise says, oh, she went there with Satan. Alonies. Let's see. I've got short arms, so I can't relate. Let's see. Okay, people are voting already, so here we go. Jabberwocky says Grant. Let's see. Amy says, bam, Keisha for the win. She gets my vote. Keisha. Grant. Alonies for the win. Vote is Keisha. Let's see. Keisha. That's 3 in a row for Keisha. Just Grant, I don't know if you can count, but that's 3 in a row for Keisha. Grant, you got a vote there. Grant got a vote. Keisha. Grant. Keisha. Grant. Sorry, Grant.
Oh, no, she means sorry, I'm voting for Grant, right?
Oh, yeah, is that how it is? Keisha, Grant doesn't even take selfies. That's what Greg Miller said.
Yeah, I have an Instagram with 0 posts, so I'm a lurker.
Tessa says Grant for self-love and being polite. Grant for endorsing filters. Keisha, and that's about it. Yep. So those are your votes. Who won that round?
I counted an even amount of votes.
Whoa.
I think that was a tie.
Whoa, interesting.
I mean, I would just like to point out that Tessa always seems to vote for Grant.
And that was weird.
No reason.
Donna says Grant was very polite. So there you go.
Okay, so we need some more topics. So I'm gonna go back to the audience and say, hey,
You missed my vote. Oh.
Yeah, ACL says, you missed my vote. She said, I said Grant.
Yeah.
Oh, so that, I think we're going to count that as our tie-breaking vote and give it to Grant.
Whoa.
We don't do recounts here.
Filibustering.
No recounts.
Let me grab my diaper. I'll be back.
Nick George says, it's a sty.
Oh.
Damn it. God damn it. Okay. Sorry. That's it. Dayna, do your thing.
Okay, so we need some more debate topics. So what has our audience got for us today?
Let's
Now that you've seen what they got, what kind of things do we have
see.
percolate in the brain?
Sarah says Crocs with socks, yes or no? I think those are two separate subjects. Crocs or not, and then Crocs with socks, yes or no? The sun, yay or nay? There's going to be more in just a second. I swear. There's just the delay. Just a delay. And it's coming. Anytime. Glasses or contacts? There you go. Roses or sunflowers?
Ooh.
Let's see. Salty or sweet? Giant hamster or tiny rhino? Rose or froze? Android.
I think that's rose.
Oh, rose or frozen.
Or frozen.
I got it. Thank you for that. Android or iPhone, floss before or after brushing?
Oh, wow.
Let's see. French fries versus mashed potatoes. Was Forrest Gump good or bad? Was Forrest Gump a good or bad movie? Donna says sty or boil. Ford or Chevy? Ford or Chevy from Jess. Those are all good. Salsa or ketchup? Tori Allen Potter says salsa ketchup.
Also, she has no other reason to vote for me.
Yeah, not one. Bras or no bras? Let's see. Popeye. Oh, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A, chicken sandwiches. Big cats or little dogs? I think that's enough. That's a lot of topics. Again, thank you everybody. Those are great. Pads or tampons was another one.
Well, I appreciate the lady-specific kind of topics. I feel like that might not be for this debate. There's an unfair debate. So for this round 4, I think I'm going to go with salty or sweet. That's a very important debate. So Keisha, would you like to debate for salty or sweet?
We're gonna debate for sweet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Grant gets salty. And your minute starts now.
Imagine it. You just played a game of Little League. You didn't do so great, but still your mom takes you to the store and says, get anything that you want. And what do you pick? A candy. Something sweet. A sweet treat, if you will. Because that is what we go for when we're wanting that pick-me-up. Now, salty is something that we go for when sometimes we're feeling kind of down on ourselves. So we're just going to get all the saltiness that you can. But now the sweetness, that is when we're saying, hey, I love you. I'm going to take care of you, as in you're talking to yourself, and I'm going to give you a treat. That's sweet.
Thank you.
A minute.
Oh, you have more time.
Maybe you should thank the audience.
And I'd like to thank the audience and exhibit my skills in saying the alphabet backwards in case I ever get pulled over. Z, Y, X, W, V.
And that's time. Okay, Grant, your minute starts now.
While I may admit that salt has had maybe a bad marketing campaign, people saying, salt is bad for you. But what if we were to switch the verbiage? Electrolytes, savory. Now we're talking. These are things that replenish our body and enrich our palate. And the human body is made up of more than maybe 80% water. And how are we retaining this water? It's through the salt that we intake with our Gatorades and our Powerades and our sweet, beautiful LaCroix. Thank you. Do I have more time?
You do. You have
more
time.
Okay. Z. Oh boy. Y. W? Or is it? No, it's X. What W?
At this rate, you won't have enough time. So. I would like to point out that we are not currently sponsored by LaCroix, but if they wanted to, we wouldn't say no. Okay. Keisha, you have a rebuttal starting now.
Yes, I hear that my opponent wants to just switch the verbiage around, just put on a good connotation. But that's just hiding the truth instead of providing it. And the truth is, can we live in a world without salty things? Absolutely. But can we live in a world without sweets? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Z, Y.
No, that's definitely time. Okay. And Grant, your rebuttal starts now.
My opponent says we can't live without salty things, but where in the meal are the salty things coming from? The appetizer, the entree, the amuse-bouche. Where's the sweetness coming in? Just one small dessert, likely overpriced. A trifle. Sure, it's delicious, but the real meat, the entree, the appetizer, that's coming from our delicious friend, salt. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Honestly, because amuse is just a funny word.
Amuse-bouche is great.
Amuse-bouche.
I've never eaten at a nice enough restaurant to get one, but one day.
I don't know what it really means.
I think it's when like the chef is like, they're cool, give them a free app.
Oh.
And it's really small.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of Chef's Table.
Amuse-bouche.
So now we're sending it to the audience to vote on, did Keisha win with sweet or did Grant win with salty? I think we all won today because we learned what an amuse-bouche is.
Okay, I'll read comments while everybody's starting to vote. Let's see. I'm just trying to find out where we. I can't even say it. Amuse-bouche fancy. They said LaCroix isn't salty or savory. Keisha gets my vote. We can't do without either. But oh my God, main meals before dessert.
Agreed.
Grant stole the round with that last point. Let's see. Here are the votes. Yeah, Grant. I have to go with Grant. Keisha. Grant. Grant wins. I vote for Mama Potter. Keisha wins that round. Grant. Grant this time. I'm hungry now. Grant. Keisha. Amuse boob. I can't even say it. It means happy mouth. Maxfield says Mr. Potter. Claire says Keisha. Let's see. Corrine says Grant won for me. Grant's rebuttal pretty much, but Keisha's opener trumped overall. Okay, so I guess that's for Keisha. And then Tessa says, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to vote for Grant. Charlie says Keisha.
Did you count Tori Allen Potter's vote? I'm not related, no relation.
I didn't see him, but I think I did.
Okay, I'll text her.
That one was pretty close, but I got more counts for Grant for that one. So
oh, wow. Grant.
Hey, it started out shaky, but Grant's leading 3-1 right now.
If I beat you in a debate, do I get your law degree?
Yeah.
It's like Highlander.
Absolutely.
That will make my mom so happy.
And then we're going to send you to court and make you defend criminals. So have fun with that. Okay, so our next topic, I did have this one actually on my list from my anonymous source again, but then my anonymous source called themselves out. So we're going to go with the sun. Are you for the sun or against it? Grant gets to pick first, so are you pro-sun or anti-sun?
I have to interrupt really quickly. Very breaking news. Tori Allen Potter said Grant Potter.
Wow. That's huge for me. If she votes against me, I don't know what I will do. It will be dark.
My mom, Cindy.
I'm going to vote in favor of the sun.
Okay, so Keisha is going to debate against the sun because these are the important kind of debates that we like to have on this show. And Grant, your argument starts now.
So I've already hinted at this with my George conversation, but the sun is the life giver, Ra. We need it. It gives us beautiful tans. I am much tanner than my parents, so I did think I was adopted. So maybe if my mom could answer that on Facebook right now. But the sun, we need it. It grows our crops. It makes us healthy. It gives us vitamin D. It's the life giver. We can't do without the sun. Thank you.
Wait just a second. We're getting some echo. I think every once in a while we're getting a weird echo. So I just want to let it clear for a second.
Oh no.
Oh, should I plug headphones in? Would that help?
No, I think we're fine. I think we just have like a weird. I think we have a weird connection. So it's all good. I'm sorry, Dayna, if you could let Keisha know when she can start again.
Okay, you can start now.
Yes, the sun does give us life, but sometimes the sun can give us just too much. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. It is 88 degrees outside right now, and it is 8 p.m. That is too much sun, and too much sun hurts people. Ever heard of sunburns? I hear they aren't fun. No one would like a sunburn. Nobody likes this heat we're dealing with right now. So I have to say, nay to the sun.
Great, thank you. As someone who recently just got a sunburn, I can corroborate your statement. Okay, Grant.
Whoa! You're supposed to be an impartial mediator of this debate.
I'm just impartially confirming her facts.
No.
Just like checking.
All right.
I think we may have to declare.
Leave me underdog. Leave me alone.
Grant was trying to fact check his paternity, so I think I can fact check other things. Okay, Grant, your rebuttal starts now.
So in a prior argument, my opponent advocated togetherness, community, coming together. What brings that together more than the summertime? You don't want to stay in your house when it's 88 degrees. You want to go sip a beer outside. You want to go to the river. You want to go to the lake. Summer is when people are forced to be together, and we're better for it. Thank you.
Hey. And Keisha?
In troubling times such as these, the sun isn't being our friend. It's taunting us. It's reminding us of what we don't have right now. We can't go to the pool in our apartment complex because Jessica said it's shut down due to quarantine right now. The sun is a constant reminder of our pain and fire and solar system.
That's time. Thank you. Okay.
In there.
So we're going to get back to the audience. Who won our debate? Was it Grant, yay for the sun, or Keisha, nay for the sun?
Amy Church says, speaking of pale folks, she's saying me, not me, her, but anyway. Dayna is wearing pink to hide her burns. Without sun, there'd be an ice age. Let's see. I hear sunburns aren't fun. LOL. They just quoted Keisha. Let's see. Blaming the sun for a sunburn. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Good. I'm getting there. Tessa says that this was a mistrial.
Yes.
I think that's because when I called out that Dayna wasn't being down the road, just moderating.
I'll remember that, Tessa, next time you're on the show.
I know, right? Corrine said, I didn't even know it was possible to argue against the sun. Impressive. So,
Ooh, that seems like a bad sign.
with that,
That's why
with
I
that,
did with solar system.
it's okay. People are starting to vote. Let's see. So it's Felicia says Keisha. Jess says Keisha. The sun is the devil, so they voted for Keisha. Keisha.
Oh boy.
Corrine said Keisha. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with Grant on this one. That's what Missy said. We had another vote for Keisha. Grant. JBR Walkie said Keisha, I'm done with the sun. Nick George said Grant. Sarah said Keisha, skin cancer is a silent killer. Louise Parker said Grant. Amy said Keisha. ACLU Terra said, I'm stepping into Keisha's mother. Wait, I'm stepping in as Keisha's mother.
Oh, no.
I vote for my daughter. Let's see. Keisha wins. I love the sun, but her argument was better. Keisha.
Oh, a lot of sun haters. Any chance my mom confirmed if I was actually of Greek nationality?
I did not see that.
Okay.
I did not see that. Greg Miller did vote for Grant. Becky says Keisha wins, even though I couldn't live without the sun. And then Pamela said Keisha, and Elise said Keisha.
Well, I don't know if we need to keep reading.
Clear winner. Okay.
Wow, I lost in an argument for the sun. Oh boy.
And that's what's fun about Debate Masters. It's all about yourself.
I could not successfully defend the sun. Oh boy.
Maybe you should let Keisha keep her law degree.
Yeah, I think that's for the best. I shouldn't be representing anyone.
Tori Allen Potter said double vote mom and dad for Grant Potter.
2 votes. Well, I don't know why he doesn't log into his account. Give me one.
I don't think I can count that, or I could just say I've got 15 people in my bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we doing on time, Brian?
Well, let's see.
Thank you.
ACL Uter says, I'm so proud of my daughter. You go, girl. ACL Uter says, who wants to be Keisha's dad? Jabberwocky said, me. Corrine said, Dayna and her sexy bathroom orgy.
Yeah, because that would happen.
That's really cool that you interrupted that for the show.
Tori said,
my life.
Tori said, you all don't believe me? JBR Walkie says, can I be Keisha's fun uncle? So there you go. Claire said,
actually, even if my dad logged on, it would be suspect because my mom has been known to log into his account and then leave comments for people as him.
oh.
So it's like her burner account. She can like have conversations with herself via my dad. It's very confusing.
Claire Youngerman says, I'll be your daddy. So there you go.
Thanks.
Do you want to do a quick 30-second debate on something, and then that's how we can wind up the show, and that at least it gives Keisha a chance to tie the show.
Yeah. Okay, let's do our quick speed. Let's do 20 seconds because they've been doing pretty quickly already.
Okay.
It's going to be a 20-second speed round. We're going
Can
to
I
do...
defend the concept of life? See if I can do it?
No, because you'll lose, and then everybody will have to die.
Doesn't death just sound more peaceful?
Or we could do big cats.
Oh, no.
Wait. Yeah. Tori Ellen Potter says, how dare you, Grant? I vote for Keisha.
I have a strong feeling my dad's going to vote for Keisha in a few minutes.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, Keisha, do you want to go with big cats or little dogs?
Oh, I'm going to go with big cats.
Okay, so Grant will argue for little dogs. So Keisha, your 20 seconds starts now.
Big cats. That just sounds like crazy fun. Have you seen those pictures with those giant cats hanging off of the door? They're wonderful. And you know what's even better? They're not tiny little dogs that bark at every single thing that passes by. Oh, was that a twig? Rat, rat, rat. Oh, was that a bird? Rat, rat, rat. No, big cats, they're chill, they're cool, they just lay there and do their thing.
Okay. Grant, your time starts now.
What's another name for a big cat? It's fat cat. You know, these people that are oppressing us and hurting and, you know, stealing from the worker to enrich themselves. So I don't agree with big cats at all. But as far as defending little dogs, let's remember the American hero Paris Hilton. She had a tiny dog. It could fit in her purse, hands-free. She could have a dog in her bag and be able to go shopping or whatever she wants to do. Thank you.
American hero.
That's funny.
So for our speed round, audience, are we voting for Keisha with big cats or Grant with little dogs?
So go ahead and lock in your vote now. Big cats or little dogs? Evan says that Tessa must be torn on this one because she is a big cat owner. Amy Church said Grant lost me at Paris Hilton. Tessa says, no, Stella is closer to a little dog than a big cat. So
Okay, now you're reaching. Just trying to find excuses to vote for him.
I don't think there's any collusion.
Can you bring up video evidence of Stella, please?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have tons of videos. So, all right, here we go. Here are your votes. Jay says Keisha. Jabberwocky says Keisha. Missy says Keisha. Amy says Keisha. Jess says Keisha. Let's see. Sarah says Keisha. Elise says, man, this is tough. Virginia says Keisha. Casey says Keisha. Frank Dixon Graham says, I think this is Keisha. I'm a KMH. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Mello-Hall.
I think I may have lost him at Paris Hilton.
Jay votes for Keisha, but shout out to Paris Hilton.
Oh, yes.
Keisha, another vote for Keisha, another vote for Keisha. American hero Grant Potter. Mel Roy says, Keisha, Grant, you've been lawyered.
I thought the fat cat was clever. I think I lost a lot on the Paris Hilton comparison.
Keisha says, or Sarah says, Keisha, Grant is never going to financially recover from this. Tessa says that her cat plays fetch, so it's still closer to a dog. Big cats for the win. I vote Keisha. Pamela votes for Grant.
Yes.
Let's see. But no, I don't know what that is. Keisha Walkie, attorney at law. Becky says Keisha. Tessa says little dogs, big hearts, can't lose. Jabberwocky says he's proud of you. Kareen says Keisha. Yeah, I think we know. Yeah, landslide.
Yeah, you probably could have stopped reading about an hour ago.
You have to count all of the votes as part of the process.
Does this mean we get joint custody over my degree?
Yeah, get the scissors out, cut that thing in half. I'll have to attend court with you.
Monica says, I vote for Keisha and I just jumped on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, this show again has ended in a tie. Imagine that.
Wow.
At the beginning, we told people about how next week we're going to start our brackets. So we have all of our past debaters mixed up, and they're going to go head to head with each other, and there will be no more ties. This is the last tie you will ever see on this show. We're getting serious.
Do Keisha and I get to join the bracket as a duo because we tied?
No.
Oh.
No.
But we're co-parents of a law degree.
Yeah.
No.
Well, then you can both take, one of you can take it to your match, and the other one can take
Okay.
it when you're done.
Mm.
Okay. Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grant and Keisha, for joining.
Dayna, thanks for putting this show together every week and the tournament that's coming up. I think it's really cool. Keisha, thanks for being on the show. Grant, thanks for being on the show. Thank you, everybody who stuck around the entire time and for all the great comments. Elise says, excellent show.
Where can we find the bracket? Can we put it on the website so people can print their own and figure out who they want to win?
Yeah, why don't we just remind me tomorrow to do that, and we'll put the bracket. Once we have the finalized bracket, we'll put it on satcomedyspot.com/live. They can download it there. Jeff says Dayna and Keisha in 2020.
I'd love to be VP.
Nothing. Have you?
Amy says, well done. Nicole says, great show. Have a good night. Everyone is saying wonderful things. Thanks for the entertainment. Great show. You guys are both master debaters in my book. Thank you for Dayna for creating this show. Who's up next week? Do you know who's up next week?
I do, and I will let them know after this is over.
Okay, here's the last shot of the night. Best comment ever. Stay cool, everyone. Stay cool.
It does seem like I've fully alienated my mom, and I would like to apologize to her humbly. Thank you for giving me life. I'll see you in a few days.
Thank you to my new family. I love you.
All right, have a good night, everybody. See you later.
Bye, everyone.